What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Manchester United Football Manager 2022 series. Today, we have got some more games. We're in December, important games as well, as we've covered on December. But before we get into the episode, shout out to the Patreon family, current subscribers, Dan Moody and UnarmingCactus. If you do want to join to support the channel, as always, the link for that is in the description. I do appreciate the support on the channel. But now, Youth Intake Preview, you see the title. This is something freshen up a little bit. I really do. We're still in the beta stage, so we're still in the stage of, maybe some of you guys watching, you're wondering about the game this year. The letters, big focus. It's the same with scout reports, and I'm finding it a lot better. They're simplifying things in like the last few years. Last year, just to compare, it was the introduction of like the new condition versus how they were by the numbers, like the percentages. They're simplifying things down a lot more, which I do like, because now they've gone from the numbers, like of the rating of the scout reports, and now to this letter system. It does, but it's maybe less specific, but maybe it didn't need to be as specific in the first place. But anyway, this is what it's going to be rated like. It's going to show your intake distribution, so you actually know how many of each. Before, you wouldn't know. Like, it'll give you an idea. And a few years back, before you'd had a preview, which they added, but now they've like enhanced the preview. Before, it was just such a lottery. You had no idea what's coming, but now we can prepare. We're going to have a couple decent central mids. Well, yeah, a central midfielder, but then attacking midfielder, obviously a similar position. But yeah, that's where our strength is going to lie in this intake, and not even just who we're talking about or here, but you can see also there's two of each. There's two center attacking mids and two center mids. Is that one player? Is this like the two players we're talking about here? But yeah, to me, there should be four of them. But is it a center mid that can play attacking midfield as well? Are they two similar players? We're going to find out about that. But yeah, it gives you an idea. And it basically gives you an idea everywhere else is probably not going to be that great. We might get a couple decent fullbacks. But everywhere else is not really. They've gone down to a G rating. I don't think I've ever got a G. How about that? You mustn't be that good with a G, let alone not having a rating at all. Well, we have none. Yeah, that's because nothing's coming through there. But if we just review a result that we just played, we played 3-2 against Leeds United. Finishing last episode, we had Bayern. And Rashford comes in, De Gea in goals. We'll talk about Henderson. We hadn't really been using Henderson. If we take a look, hasn't even used in the league, but yeah, we used him like the Cup and Champions League. But that's just for keeping De Gea fresh and just for the reason of giving Henderson. It was more than giving Henderson games because goalkeepers don't really need to be rested as much, but keeping him happy. But I thought 20 million, like it was talked about a bit in the comments, but I feel like 20 million for a guy that doesn't have that much progression, currently a 2.5 current ability, and yeah, to me, that's 20 million that was just sitting there that we can put into someone and go on top of what we did with Tallers as well. That gives us a good little fee. But something did happen as well. Scott McTominay, he got injured. He's going to be out for the next 3 weeks, and there's important games, so it's going to be interesting how we, in the game, I'm wondering, how we're going to manage the team outside of McTominay. See, right now, I don't feel there's that strong defensive midfielder or strong defensive central mid in the team. Is it okay enough just using Van der Beek and Pogba together? You might say you don't have that defensive name there, but that's what you got Matic, but his pace does concern me. He probably rotates in, maybe comes off the bench, hold things late in the game if we've got a lead, but that's where we do need a signing, definitely, but I'm wondering if that's now or next season. We'll think about it when we get into January, but the goalkeeper situation, we'll think about it. Yeah, we're just looking over here. On the short list, we're just trying to find, I've just scouted a couple youngsters here. You can see, maybe this is a little bug as well. You can see, both are being scouted by two different scouts, and it still says scout player there, like you need to still do it. And we haven't got a report or anything. But if we try and look individually ourselves, that's what I was seeing. Like this Ivan Martinez, young Spanish goalkeeper. So he's from Osasuna. He's getting loaned out. So he's not playing at the highest level right now, but he's keeping those clean sheet where he's at. He's only 19, so he can have a bit of progression. We're just looking at some names, and Alejandro Iturbe as well, also playing in Spain. He is, at a bigger club, you can say, at Atletico. He's in the B team, so he's getting some game time there. He's averaging conceding a goal. You don't take into it too much because you don't know how good that team is, but yeah, just looking at their abilities, we want to see a bit of, we want to see a bit of a report and just seeing what their potential is like, because his minimum fee release clause just above that 5 million there at Turbe. It all depends. I think it all depends on what their potential is. And if we go to Ivan Martinez as well, his is 2.5. I'd really like the look of him because I think his attributes are balanced. I've played Football Manager for a really long time where I can get an idea of a player's age and then their current ability. Like, he's got a very good spread of his attributes, probably better than a Turbe, and I do think he could have solid potential. So we'll see about him. If so, that could be a really nice get. And if his potential is 4-star or higher, I think that's a smart move than, keeping Dean Henderson. And I like to put it in a way where if we scouted Dean Henderson, if he wasn't a Man United player, if there's a player in our team, they weren't our player and we were scouting them instead, and if I feel like I wouldn't sign that player, for the most part, I wouldn't want to keep him at the team. I think that's how I manage my squad. That's why you see me selling quite a few players, and the players we're keeping, they're probably players I would try and bring into the team. That's what I don't want players in my team that I don't want there, simply enough. So that's how you strengthen the squad. That's how I do it anyway. I always have that logic for me. Unless it is like a backup keeper who's not worth too much, like a Tom Heaton, that backs it up perfectly. That's where we save some money. I'm like, Tom Heaton could just play Dean Henderson's role and, maybe not even be playing the rotation. And De Gea just play all games because he doesn't really get tired. And I think De Gea, he's 31. Yeah, we're trying to discuss this a little bit, but his natural fitness is 17. I think he'll hold his current ability, even though he's got some high attributes and some low ones, but he's been average. I don't know, De Gea might get out the club as well. 350k, but that's the thing. I think we just use De Gea until just that becomes too low. I don't think, what I mean here is, I don't think a club is going to want to pay those wages, and we're going to be in a situation where we need still have a wage contribution. So I feel like until he gets to a level where he's not good enough anymore, then we just let his contract run out and use him for, obviously his value will drop. You're like, try and sell him, but again, that situation with the wage, I feel get the value out of him for the club, and that's, the value will decline, but right now he's providing value to the team. And 15 conceded. No, 6 clean sheets in the league. He's not doing too bad at all. But his profile, like his attributes bug me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. There's some great attributes and then some really poor ones. But that was the goalkeeper. I thought we should have a little bit of discussion about those moves and what we're thinking about going forward. And also, another good timing for this episode here. First knockout round in the Champions League. Talk about huge right here. So we're in the seeded teams there. Let's just start drawing this and see. So, Sevilla. Man United, quick smart there, eh? And I don't mind that for a first knockout round draw. I think we're just a bit better than Sevilla. Next, to be fair, there's quite a few, like Milan. I think we could have beat Milan. Benfica. They got a tough one against Barca. Inter and Liverpool. One of those get knocked out. Zenit and Real Madrid. You expect Real Madrid to win. Atletico and then Juve. Another tricky contest for both sides. Chelsea, PSG. Some big clubs are going to be knocked out here. Then Bayern and Man City. I think we took a look at ours, but how the rest were drawn. Some heavy clubs are going to be knocked out. What do you think of that draw for us? Not just, I'm almost focusing more on the other teams that are going to be knocked out versus Sevilla. I just think, we should really beat them. They're 5th in the league. Just so you have a look how that is. Like, we'd be on the level of like Real Madrid and Barcelona. Sevilla, they're just that extra step below. I feel like they're Europa League side. So, Ivan Martinez. He says potentially Premier League standard. That initial looks like that 3.5. Let's take a look at Iturbe. His seems significantly, not significantly less, the next level less. And that what was my reaction when I was looking at their attributes. You can even see Iturbe, He's got some nice attributes, to be fair, so I feel like keep eyes on them both. Before I make action, that's why I want to get it in the episode. You guys can leave your thoughts. They seem to be very similar. But you see right now, Ivan Martinez, I guess he's a year older, but it's a big difference. Like, he would be currently League 1 at 19 and Iturbe National League, so a few leagues below. If we're taking off what the scout says, I want to take more a look at his report. We know his transfer value because of that release clause. He wouldn't too much. Unfortunately, he would fail to gain a work permit. I feel they've got him more strict. Like, I'd understand South American players getting that. Like, but come on, Spanish. Where's the work permit failure coming from? It's getting a bit extreme these days. Like, there should be no trouble with that. How many young, like, Spanish... Well, I mean, there's not so many, but yeah, I've always seen... There's been a few, in youth teams... and, reserve teams and signed by other clubs. I wonder if Iturbe will have the same issue. Yeah, will fail to gain a work permit. Yeah, if you guys have any... Do we try and sign him anyway? Maybe we'll be able to go through, but... Utilising the director of football, let's look for a goalkeeper here. Just suggest targets. See if there's anyone on the younger side. And, it's like they read what we're looking for. Because we are looking someone who's on the younger side, but they should be first-team players. I just want to, not too bad. Justin, he just seems a bit below the quality we need. I had to go there. And Diogo Costa from Porto, he looks a bit stronger. He does look a bit stronger in his attributes there, but are they... Yeah, these are not really high potential youngsters. Oh, until we come across Alte here, I want to get a scout on him. We can already see how much we sign him for. See, that's what I mean. I feel he's better attributes than Dean Henderson. We give a comparison to see if that's correct, but yeah, he just looks stronger. You can see, okay, Dean Henderson actually, he's got like 3 that are like 16 or higher, 2 17s. Lower mentals. Wow. Average is always the best indication. I just thought 17 one-on-ones, 17 reflexes, 16 aerial reach. Obviously, you got to look at negatives. You got to be the same. Like command of area, 10 versus 14. Yeah, that's not good. But I don't know. I feel them having those significant attributes helps out. But I think it's time for the game against City. Again, we manage this. Arsenal only 3 days later. So these games today, in this episode, they could be on the more trickier side. So this is how we're going to go in. We made some rotations. We're starting to get a lot of connections now. Fernandes and Mbappe, that's really, really good to see that. And I'm missing... Yeah, when you hover over it, used to have the description. I'm not sure if that is a little bug. I would be confused to why they would change that. I didn't see, like, why would you remove that? So it might be a little bug, not sure. But... yeah, the only thing I'm wondering, there's that no defensive-minded, like, ball-winning midfielder. How much could that hurt? Like, would you bring in Matic for... It's a home game. Yeah, Ronaldo's on the bench, but you got Sancho, Fernandes, Rashford, Mbappe. That's pretty strong. So, Man City side, Ferran Torres, Sterling, Foden. Yeah, you're looking at... They hadn't really made any new signings in their starting 11. Yeah, very, very similar, which is good. Which is good to see first season. We've only brought in Mbappe. As much as how big the signing was. Stick to the plan, stay patient, and we'll be fine. I like that. I think a couple defenders just looking aggressive. I just have faith in you. Calm down a little bit. Harry Maguire is aggressive, but yeah, I feel they've added just a few extra team talks. I was calling for that. In like previous years. It's just, yeah, it's good to see. I feel that was needed as well. It just freshens it up a little bit. So you're not saying the same things, not just every game, but year on year, like each Football Manager game, which I felt myself doing like a little bit. So you can already tell that I'm like, yeah, I'm switching them up. So that's good. Let's go today. See what we got here. Bruno Fernandes. He's providing goals and assists, and Harry Maguire, maybe aggressive is good. Whew, look at him flying. Maybe, yeah. I mean, aggression is like at the right level. Being too aggressive can be bad, but yeah, having that about you, and it can make you almost intimidating to the opponents. So maybe it's not 100% bad, but I wonder how it's read in Football Manager. Is there any positives when it's like that? Because it is, I feel like it's presented as a negative kind of emotion, or yeah, how body language more specifically. Yeah, it's like a negative body language, but see what we do here. Before we do that, we just ease off tackles on players with yellow cards. So let's see. Early, I don't want to even speak too much on how we're lining up in the score, but Rashford, deadly. The thing is, what's going to be a bit more like we're not having that more defensive, like ball-winning midfielder. You're going to see that with our press as well. Even like if you take a look at Van der Beek, Pogba, they're really in the same line there. And then if you look at the high pressing, like from Rashford, look where he is. Like he's in the striking position. Rashford to Pogba, beautiful strike. Absolutely beautiful for Paul Pogba. It's 3-0 already against Man City. So, I always talk up these games. Not even just talk up, but I look, how I mentioned, I look forward to them because I feel that really showcase, like, when your tactic is good. Like, as Man United, we can beat all these other teams. You can have the view of being expected. But 3-0 already, I think this is, like, this says a lot. It says a lot right now. And could we make it 4-0 before the break? And we've made City break today. By the looks of things, 4-0 going into half-time. And Varane, I like the corner setup. I think we have multiple dangers there. Like our centre-back, Varane and Maguire, they're two pretty good centre-backs in this situation. 4-0. How about it? Now, I like this. We're clearly the best team in the rivalry. Now drive that point home in the second half. Yeah, there's more than one or two positive things you could say. There's about 4 or 5 now, I think. So, and just the wording, you get immersed in it a little bit more. Let's go. Force a Luke Shaw. What is he going to do here? Oh, thought Foden would have got away with it, but works out. Maguire, and I think we're controlling the game maybe a little bit more. Sancho, yes. I was going to say instead of having that ball-winning mid. And that's Ruben Diaz. This is a substantial result. Right now, right here, right now. Substantial. Just look at this. Sancho, just that little bit of a turn. Got away from Zinchenko, not the best defender to be fair. So we're making him look a bit poor. We're making them look a bit poor here. Fernandes getting involved with some assists today. Surprisingly, not a goal. And I think you rotate. Here. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes is the most tired. See, we don't even have a direct sub for him, but I think we can be smart. We bring on Matic, then we just put him DM, and this really should seal the result from here. And then he'll play. Oh, look at that. I'll just put him in defensive midfield to defend, and we can feel. You just suddenly feel so much more comfortable. You drop the attacking midfielder for a DM. You look at everyone else. I think Luke Shaw for Telles. So that probably is a signing we need to go for. I don't think we need to we don't need to play Henderson. Not now. Not here. Not now. We could probably go a left back. But again, I'd like someone younger, but that can still play a decent first team, maybe similar to Telles' quality. And then someone to maybe even be an upgrade to McTominay. And this situation right now, when even if it's just replacing Matic, this player that we would be using now, like these two changes we're making, we've got 50 million to spend. So let me know your ideas up in the comments as we approach January, so I keep that fresh in my mind when I'm recording that episode. As we progress, City making changes, but it's a bit too late. It's a bit too late, and I think we'll make our final one. Just didn't want to do all at once. Van der Beek, Pogba. I think Pogba, because we have. Probably be Rashford. You see here, maybe we're one central midfielder short. Deadly performance. Let's keep it. Just keep going for the game. Wan-Bissaka, great cross that is. Far post Ronaldo. That's so typical. I'm glad they have Ronaldo right. You don't see many forwards. You can tell he's a leap. You can tell that was the Ronaldo leap. Like, look at this. From when we can see it anyway. Yeah. You can picture Ronaldo like a real life situation there. He just leaps up, heads down. Yeah. That's a Ronaldo goal. Let's go. 6-0. Destroying. Yeah, we're really destroying another Premier League threat. Manchester Derby just destroyed them. And see, again here, see, look at all the different positive ones you can say here. I think, yeah, definitely, again, with the rivals. Delighted with the win, particularly beating our rivals, Manchester Derby. I think that's where they could go more specific with them and read what actually Derby it is and what big game it is. And yeah, that could be upgraded maybe. Obviously more work, but that comes with it. But should be read as a Manchester Derby pretty easily. So I don't think that will be too hard to implement if you guys even think it's needed, if rivals is good enough anyway. Liverpool still winning though. They beat Tottenham, and just the fact our goal difference goes to 44 now. So that's significant. And Pep, the fact that Pep is mad, I'm delighted. But I did want to show you the mentoring we've got at the moment. You can see some advice. I might take a look at that, but I want to show you what I've done for the time being. We don't actually have a lot of younger players outside. We've got Dalot, but I don't think he's got a lot of development in him, so I'm not sure if he's in a position where he needs mentoring as such, and I don't think he has a long-term future. That's probably another sale we make, or is he good enough as the backup if he's happy to stay at that? But I look at his value, I'm very visual with it. I say we sell Dalot, get at least 40 million, maybe close to 50. I think you get a better player. You get it, like he's similar to Henderson. That 2.5, 3-star potential. It's not there for me. Like for 40 million, I think you could do more with that. But anyway, the point is, Mbappe, Sancho, Greenwood. I feel like he's first team quality. Like he's not in the same boat as Scholler. But then Cristiano Ronaldo, he's got a lot. He's got significant influence. I want to keep him as long as we can, but yeah, like with Scholler, I miss one-on-one mentoring though. But yeah. And I guess for the coming years, hopefully Mbappe gets to the point where his influence will be similar to Ronaldo. His quality could be close. So yeah, and even Jadon Sancho, I feel types like Mbappe and Sancho though, definitely Greenwood, are still like in the learning process. Like Greenwood just a year younger than Sancho and 2 years younger than Mbappe. Mbappe's so good, but I think he can learn a lot. Like some of his mentals can start to grow a bit more. Maybe his work rate, start to work a bit harder. But yeah, it's weird to say. Like, yeah, one of the best players can still get better. But yeah, what do you think of that setup and the fact we haven't really got another position we're working on, just some attackers, because we don't have that many other younger guys. They're not in the first team now anyway. All right, I want to see what our fitness is looking like ahead of this one. Like for the 2 games we have in close vicinity, like the December time. The fact that it's Man City, Arsenal, and then Liverpool after Aston Villa. So Premier League games in a row, Man City, Arsenal, then Liverpool. For those, the tough December fixtures. That's tough to get them. Okay, Arsenal, a few players to worry about. They're in 4th. Let's go attack them today, though. Paul Pogba in need of a rest. Okay, we might make a few changes here. But it's nice to see this early, connections we have. Already mentioned that. But yeah, let's go. Now, this is a real big call. We're going to bring in Scholler into the bench. Jadon Sancho tired. We bring Greenwood over on the right side. We lose that connection, unfortunately. That's okay. You need time to build others. Donny 800%. But we're going to start him. Really getting him involved. I mean, I brought in Scholler onto the bench. I think it would be a bit of an ask starting him. So, yeah, that's just what I'm going with. That's what we're rolling with. Matic, though, we're just going to switch these two. And that looks a bit more responsible and fitting in the player roles. So, Donny, ideally, I'd love to be winning this game. And then we can bring, Scholler on. Give him some game time. Doesn't always play out the intended way, of course. But, yeah, we've got a solid bench. We've got a lot on the bench. But you still feel we're weak, that one centre mid. McTominay injured, Pogba being rested. So, let's head into the match. And Arsenal's 11, Lacazette, Martinelli, Odegaard, Pepe, Elneny, Partey, Tavares, Gabriel, Holding, Tomiyasu, and Ramsdale. Strong team. For Arsenal. For Arsenal, that's a strong team. Ramsdale is a very good keeper. I remember Ramsdale developed so well in FM21. He looked like definitely the best English keeper. But yeah, one of the best. Like, if you're looking for the best keeper available, he was right up there a few seasons in. So pick up where he left off last time out. Okay, we'll leave Bruno. I want to see aggressive. Yeah, I was right. That's a negative. Like, he has an unhappy face. But that's not an aggressive look. But I know that's just signifying an unhappy reaction. But that doesn't... A sad face is not aggressive. They should have, like, an angry face. But anyway. What we saw from the last episode, Maguire having that. If anything, he had a good game. He got a goal. So, let's see how Bruno goes today. Let's see how his game will be. Pretty quiet early days. Gabriel just picks up a card on the 14th. And now, Bruno with the corner. He sets up Varane, and that was straight at Ramsdale. But it was so close to win the header from there, man. Could have done better, you say. Ramsdale. The highlight is just getting underway with that, though. Matic there. He's still going to have his benefit. That's what he's going to be good at. It's a big body, win that aerial battle, and start like an attacky. And then when he gets possession, just simple. Well, that was a good pass. And now it's Rashford. And I don't know how that went wide, to be honest. What was he trying to do? I say they go in strong. Like, we read all their names, but they are missing Aubameyang ain't there. And there isn't a goal yet. Demand a bit more. Again. Oh... If you want to know how to cancel that, I actually got a comment on the video. I said it where I showed this suggestion. If you go into your tactics and you cancel, because that discards the changes. Someone said they subscribed because of that. But yeah, there's a lot of different things like that in FM you might know. And just by watching my series, you might pick up some tips here or there. Just by general things I do. Weird flex. But no, if you're watching any general experienced Football Manager player, like... Yeah, just by watching people's series on YouTube, you'll pick up general tips without them generally trying to show tips, but just things they do. Anyway, it's 0-0 at half-time. We're going to say we're far from pleased. Everyone's motivated. See, look, Bruno Fernandes. He was the best player. Sad reaction. Mate, what are you talking about? Are we playing so good? Is Bruno so good? Is the tactic fitting so well that he's going to play well anyway? That's what I've always wondered, like, getting bad reactions. How are you supposed to analyze how that's impacted the performance when you're playing well anyway and they have a good game? So Wan-Bissaka, we might ease him off the tackles. Yeah, we'll do that quickly now. Ease off the tackles. Now, they get it out wide to Saka. He's a very good young player and allows Tierney to get forward, and this could be where it's dangerous. Lacazette, first goal of the season. We're due for one of those. It's not that early in the season anymore. We're pushing halfway. But yeah, we know how we conceded that. Wasn't good. And yeah, tactical changes we'll make. That was to Wan-Bissaka for his yellow to ease off tackles. But let's get it back right away. Right away. Van der Beek. He might get... not sure what the change will be. Varane. I feel we're building a good attack here, though. Because Bruno Fernandes, tricky. Oh! He just went in so hard, I think, yeah. May get a review at VAR, but that tackle just looked incredibly harsh. Dude, that should be a penalty on first look. That is surprising. No, the commentary says, no, it wasn't. Looks so dangerous. And Bruno Fernandes, the man that was aggressive at the start of the game. And I'm saying aggressive is a good reaction. I'm saying aggressive is good if you look at that. Look at the games in this episode. And I think, at a minimum, if we get a draw from this, away to Arsenal, and considering all these games happening, I think, yeah, it's... Well, before we speak too soon, I would take a draw. Like, it's a hard time of the season, December, and let alone some of the hardest games, at least against top sides. Pepe. What did I say? No jokes about Arsenal here. Very, very good finish. In previous times, I would have said we've got games against big teams and Arsenal, but there's no laughing matter right now. But They've got 2 shots on target. I don't even want to talk about that. Look at that XG. So I think we should have it in us. Let's bring on Ronaldo. Greenwood. Come on, man. Look at that. Look at the quality. Look at the quality we got. I'm not sure if we can even find a way probably to take off a mid and get one of the other attackers on. I don't think we'd shape up too well. But see, Donny's not having a great game. See what I mean? We can't really make that change. You bring on Shola. We're not bringing on a star. Hold up. I feel like he'll have a better rating there. So Bruno, well, he's probably going to be similar. But I feel Bruno to get things going here deeper. And then Matt. Actually, let's bring on Jadon Sancho. You're like wondering what he's going to do here, and you'll be slowly realizing, yeah, Mbappe, Ronaldo up top, Sancho out wide there. Has to be this. Then this has to be it. And then, yeah, Shola drop there. Let's have him as a playmaker. Actually switch those two. Yeah, we're going to switch those two. It would make sense to have Fernandes as the playmaker. Shola just still in another creative role, though. And the fullbacks to go attacking. Actually, I do like to go wing back for that. Just a personal preference. And then we go direct. Yeah, oh yeah, we're really switching up here. We're really going the way. We're going the way for it. Get stuck in at this point as well. See what that really does. Give a team talk. Point finger. Make me proud. Let's confirm the changes. Remember the days where you didn't have to click to do that? I used to do them all the time. I barely do that anymore. You have to click that extra button. Like give them a personal, like a team talk for the subs. Remember, those days were great. Press Pepe. But yeah, we're going to need something here. I reckon we berate. It's the time we need that. We just need a bit extra. Hey, all that, and it might be enough. That might all be the right changes. Shola, this is where you can make a name for yourself. Oh, yes. Don't give up. See, that's a good sign. Bruno, that was nice there. That's better than giving away a red card. For sure. Low-key referencing what happened with Hannibal. But anyway, that was really nice. And with what we've done today, I'll be shocked if we don't get something from the game. Come on. Oh, look at this. Look at the pressure they're under. Now it's Pepe. No way. No way it's going to be a goal for them. Nah, shouldn't have it all. Demand more. Come on. Come on. At least draw this, lads. Mbappe. Sure, back to Mbappe. Wow, what a clearance. Went right to Varane. Now to Fernandes. Look at the attack we've got there. I feel we should be finding space. Varane. Oh, deflection. No, don't. Oh, no, ref. That's got to count. What are you going to call it against? What are you supposed to be? Exactly. Look great. That almost felt like a shot by Varane, but that's the type of ball. I felt like that went off like a defender, almost Tierney, but it's going to be given. If we just, again, look at that again. That was fine. But look at this. We wanted to see, well, we saw it anyway. It was like a shot, but it was never going on target. It was just powerful drive. Shola, oh, imagine if he ended up getting a winner. And we're still holding, the same tactic. But could that hurt? No. You like, mate, you've got your chance to change it now. You can't complain. But nah, holding strong. We want that chance to win it. That's just me. I'm just looking at the stats, man. Let's encourage. Come on, imagine we win this. It will be so good. It would make it a great episode and just cap it off really well. Come on. Rashford, do something with this. Mbappe. Ronaldo! CR7. 100th goal. Well, that may have just taken the stage for this episode. Cristiano Ronaldo scores his 100th goal for Manchester United. What a time. And to win, to actually win, like in Fergie time, it had to be like that. It had to be. Oh. Let's just completely finish him. Ronaldo. It might just be what's on. Now it's Rashford. Now, come on, win this. So it's for us. Yeah. Come on. We got this. De Gea long. Holding. Oh, no. Oh, it's going to be for them. Pepe. Before we got too excited. No. Maybe it won't be for them. Settle down. Mbappe. Show your skill. He just plays to Ronaldo. We're just playing with him almost. Shola. Sancho. Set this up. Mbappe from that tight angle. 15th. He's got 5th. Remember earlier in the season we were thinking he hadn't scored much goals, but I think it was overreacting a little bit. A few games in. It's just we have so many dangers. And see, Shola, he's doing some nice simple things. Sancho, he's done that so often. Like, he cuts the cross in lower where the fullback doesn't block it. Yeah, he's done really well with those. So we've got 4-2. See, this makes sense. Like, for this game, this feels like a 4-2 for us. As much as Arsenal had 2 shots on target, converted them, it felt like it. And Ronaldo got his 100th goal for Manchester United. Leave a thumbs up for Ronaldo, guys, and get a comment in for him. Congratulate him. 100th goal for United. Love it. A late flurry of goals, and that's why Ronaldo, he still needs to play his part. Like, I can see the reason about him being on the bench and that, but he still needs to be involved. He's still so good. So that shows me right there, he's still got yet another season in him. If we take a look at his attributes, he's going to be declining a little bit, expected. You look at that and you might say that's a lot of declining. But what he just showed, like, yeah, this is happening right there. His attributes. But, like, he just did that. For me, he's definitely got another season in him. So, yeah, we'll just go through all the messages now. Super sub Ronaldo, is that just what he plays, though? Is he that super sub? You could say, oh, he's doing so well, but he may have not done as good if he started. Is Ronaldo a super sub as well? We have a lot of things to ask for this episode. Donny van der Beek, yeah, that's always going to happen there, especially if you think about keeping him. United fans want to keep him around. Mbappe, was always going to get his goal bonus there. That's all part of it. And maybe still part of why we're going to sell some players. Remember when after we signed Mbappe, now financially, like, we look so comfortable, but we're going to leave that there right now. Bruno, obviously 19 goals, 19 assists for the season. I think Mbappe is starting to hunt him down, but we're doing pretty well. We're going to leave it there. Obviously, Liverpool, Man City could win their next games. I think what we did to City, and that's impacted their points and goal difference, they're not a threat. I think it'll be, between us and Liverpool, and that's what we're going to see in the next episode. We will do Liverpool and Norwich, which then will enter us. That will enter us into January, and we'll take a look at some early moves as we get into where the transfer window opens, the January transfer window opens. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a thumbs up on the video, greatly appreciate it. I enjoyed this one today. There was multiple good parts of it. And I mean, when you got 2 other pretty solid teams and you have convincing wins, that's always good. So I'll see you guys in the very next episode.